Hi Gemini, this is Kelly Lunt. For those of you who are new to me, I'm an intuitive channel who has a team of 5 spirit guides to channel for you, essentially what you need to know to manifest what you want. I can also channel source. Some are kind of calling me very similar to Aster and Abraham Hicks. So that's a little bit about me. I am coming here today, Gemini, to bring you your May 2017 channeled message for the whole month about what you need to know to manifest what you want. Before we do that, really quick, if you pop up here into the right-hand corner, I've made a PDF that will help you connect to your own intuition and help you be introduced to clairvoyant, clairaudescence, and clairsentient. It's a short 5-6 page PDF designed for the ultimate beginner. And you will also receive a guided meditation to meet your personal team of spirit guides. I'm super pumped about it. I'm already receiving emails of some people seeing them for the first time, some people receiving an energy transfer for them, and some people even meeting them, speaking with them, and getting to know their names. So I'm super pumped about that. Again, upper right-hand corner to sign up for that. And without further ado, Spirit, what does Gemini need to know for the month of May? Okay, and I'm pulling from Doreen Virtue's Angel Tarot deck as well as her Oracle deck, Messages from Your Angels, just to try to get you guys a little bit more info and details. Okay, so it looks like, so for the base of the month, let me look at all 6 cards really quick. Okay. Okay. So it looks like at the basis of the month, you got the renewal major arcana card. So major arcana cards just signify that it's a huge turning point in your life. It's that marriage decisions, starting a whole new career. It's like major decisions. And so the renewal card is all about like change, and change that you've seen coming for a while, and change that you want. And it's the type of change where it's like you're just kind of reevaluating your life, reevaluating what you're doing, the results that you want, and then starting to feel that you want something else. So you know that you have to change what you're doing to change your results. So that's the renewal card, and it's definitely letting you know that there's a bit of insecurity about this change. So whatever change you're considering, there's either a fear, an insecurity, a doubt, a am I good enough? You guys might like the inner child meditation that I have. If you just click on my playlist, I only have one meditation up, so you can't miss it. It's an inner child that's designed to just kind of wipe out insecurity from you. But so there's a change that you know is coming, and a change that you want to make, and it's a change that you have the choice of making. And they're just kind of letting you know, like, be aware that, like, they want you to make the change, and like, don't let insecurities hold you back, type of thing. Okay, and what's like crossing that energy, crossing the whole you getting over the fear to make the change that you need to make is that, oh, okay, yeah, okay. It's just there's a pause in action. You got the 7 of Earth card, and the 7 of Earth card is kind of the card of, using the whole farm analogy. You plant your seedling, you put good fertilizer over it, you've been watering it, and now it's been a couple weeks, and you're like, where's the sprout? Where's the sprout? That's exactly where you are. And so that's like, because you don't yet see the little sproutling coming up from the water, you're like, well, should I keep watering it? Did it get the water? Is it getting enough sunlight? Am I doing everything right? That's the insecurity that they're talking about. The whole kind of waiting to see results. That's what phase you're at. But they're just letting you know, there's kind of resting assured where the stem of your insecurity is coming from. Like, you got the star card, you deserve the best, reach for the stars with your dreams and desires, and don't compromise. So that's just letting you know, don't change your plan. Don't like if you did a price hike, if you're a business person watching this, if you did a price hike, and like, just because you may not have seen any bookings at your new rate, don't let the insecurity hold you back. You are at a pausing phase. You're at step 2 of law of attraction. You did your ask. Step 2 is where you do deliberate co-creation. You have to do some work on the human side, which is putting yourself out there, which is doing visibility, which is like, hey guys, here's my new rate. And then there's the other side of things, which is allowing the universe to align, which is allowing the little seedling to sprout. So that's where you're at right now. Don't settle. Don't go back. You're just at a pausing moment. Okay. Oh, okay. And it kind of just seems like what's kind of aiding to the insecurity, like what's aiding to the, like there's a lot going on. Okay, so Spirit, help me with this. So there's two things that are potentially happening in here. The first is because there's so much going on in your life, you're being pulled in a lot of directions, which is making you realize I need to simplify my life. I need to pick a direction and go after that direction. There's just like, it'd be the same as like you being a radio show host and trying to do one on love, on fun dates, on love for teenagers, on love for marriage, on love for people reuniting and coming back for a second time at marriage. Like, do you see how they're all kind of about marriage and the topic of love, but you're kind of spreading yourself out for, you know, teenagers falling in love, college kids in love, first time getting married, second time getting married, rekindling. So something like that's going on in your life where you kind of have to just like, you're realizing I need to kind of pick a focus and go for it. So you kind of have to like narrow down your options. Or the other thing that could be happening for you, Gemini, because this is a general, there's a lot of people going to be watching this. So follow the storyline for whichever one matches for you. Or it's that you're going through a phase of growth and you're recognizing that as you go through this growth, you have to let some old friendships go. And it's not that you don't love them. It's not that you don't care about them. It's just that they don't really fit into the new vision of you. And so no matter which one you are, they're just kind of letting you know, like, this is the Aurora card. I mean, just look at the image. You're flying high right now, which may threaten others, but don't descend because others will soon become inspired by your example. So it's very much that, do you notice how all the cards are like almost? You're still watering your seedling, but keep going. I mean, guys, you got 3 of the Oracle cards that are all about keep going, keep going. My little Geminis, I hope you feel inspired and encouraged to keep going for whatever it is you're doing. Comment below. Let me know what's going on. If it's a short answer, I'll comment back. If not, you can join for my Facebook Lives every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I do mini reads for people. Yeah, but, you know, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're up to date. Hit me in the comments with what's going on in your life. I'm kind of curious. Okay, so a lesson that you recently learned in the past. Okay, Spirit, help me with this one. What did they recently learn? It's almost as if you're starting to break away from the pack. Like you're starting to recognize that you don't need to be a part of a team. Like you're a good team player. You can be part of a team, but you're starting to recognize like how good your work is and that you're like ready to take that step out. So if you're in the corporate world, you might be thinking, hey, I know my shit. I'm going to start my own online business. Or maybe you are a singer in a group and you've relied so much on a group for a while, and now you're ready to, okay, well, let's do a solo album. Like we could still be part of the corporate world. We can work part-time in the corporate world. We can sing a couple gigs as a group, but, you know, just spend a little bit of time doing some solo work. Like you're starting to like, you're really just starting to see that like the quality of the work that you produce and that like you're good enough. You're good enough. Okay, when you get the Sonia card, it's definitely the card of letting you know of like you're learning to bring your thoughts back to yourself. So when you combine the two together, it's like you're learning to kind of bring your thoughts back to yourself and like recognize how good you are. You're starting to realize like I'm good enough. I can ramble on forever, but you're learning I'm good enough. Go you, Gemini. I'm happy for you. Okay, and in the right now moment, oh yeah, they're just repeating that right now you're at the stalling point. But that's what came up in the basis. There, it's just the 2 of air, being unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there is no problem. So obviously, if you're pretending there is no problem, that does no good. But it's just This is more of reaffirming that right now you're feeling the pause, you're feeling the stalemate. If you're feeling indecisive, like it's okay, because just know that the energy is still being aligned. You're getting the Celeste card. This is so funny, guys. You're getting every single oracle card there is about the maintain faith. You're probably going to get the crystal card. Maintain the faith because what you want is right around the corner. A happy move to a new home or place or employment is in the works. This movement will usher in positive new energy. So this is very much step 2 of law of attraction. You've done your ask for whatever it is you want, step 1. Step 2, you are on the human side, deliberate co-creation. You're having experiences, you're meeting people, you're telling people more of what you want, you're asking for what you want. And spirit aligns experiences in your way, like you're on your journey. It's all about enjoying the journey this month. It's enjoying the journey this month, guys. Stay tuned for Law of Attraction Step 3 video coming out tomorrow around 2 p.m. I'll upload it to this channel. You'll like it because that video is what you're going through this month. It's about like basking. It's step 2 and step 3 right now. Spirit's aligning energy and you're kind of dabbling your foot in new experiences. Step 3 of Law of Attraction is about basking in the journey and noticing all the little small things that are like on the way. For example, like everyone knows, I left my day job last week to start doing this full time. And, there's a little nervousness, a little apprehension, a lot of excitement, all those kind of typical emotions. But I woke up the very next day to emails coming in from people, to Facebook messages and to YouTube messages of, Kelly, I've been following you for 3 months. Your videos have been helping me so much. Like I received so much validation that I'm on the right path. I've lost my train of thought there. Oh, that's step 3 of Law of Attraction. When I see that, it's like, I'm on the right path. Thank you for this email. Thank you for this Facebook message. So you got to do the same thing to your situation that you're in. Notice the small things that are going well for you for what it was your ask, because that's what's going to help going back to the flower analogy. Are you going to sit there and yell at the flower, bloom, bloom, bloom? Are you going to keep going out there and watering it, giving it soil, making sure it gets enough sunlight? You're going to enjoy the process of the flower blooming. So enjoy the process of your journey. You're going to notice like, oh, look, it sprouted. Oh, look, the soil's really fertile. Oh, look, I dampened the soil enough. Like you notice everything you're doing right when you're tending to a flower, to a garden. So notice everything that's going right in your life and your message and your journey. Okay. Oh, nice. Oh, you guys did get the crystal card. And he got that. Okay. This is definitely a month of step 2 and step 3. There's some confusion going on, and that's okay because it's about enjoying the journey this month. Okay, so in the near future, you got the 2 of water card, and the water suit is definitely about like relationships. So this could be about a relationship, but considering that most of the cards here are, let's see. Yeah, we got a lot of air suits. Most of them are air, and air is very much related to your logical brain, your career, your rational brain, and you got the earth and fire, which is related to like your income and how you earn money. So this is more than likely a career read, but I do want you to know like a slight chance it's about a relationship in your life, but it's letting you know that like it's kind of a not celebration card, but it's like you're gonna become. It's almost as if like you're gonna become at peace with the decision that you made, and you're gonna become at peace that things may not be happening as quick as you want. Yeah, it's definitely like peace that you're gonna have, and and so they're like resting assured that you'll soon just become comfortable that it's the process. Kind of the thing like if you're overweight and you first start working out, you may only be able to walk for 10 minutes. Step 3 of Law of Attraction is about basking. Like, look at me, I walked for 10 minutes today. Oh, look at me, I walked for 11 today. Oh, I walked for 11 again today. Oh, look at me, I made it to the gym 3 days in a row. Next week, you're going to be walking 12 minutes. Week after that, 20 minutes. So that's kind of what it's like you're going to become at peace with the fact that it's going to take you time to build up endurance and all that stuff, and that like you're not going to be an Olympic athlete overnight. Um, okay, because you're being rest assured that in the near future, your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith, and don't try to force it to happen. Going back to the workout analogy, if you are overweight and just getting back in the gym, you're not going to go run on the treadmill 3 times a day. That's just going to tire your little ankles out and hurt you. It's going to physically hurt your body. Don't try to force your manifestation. Enjoy the journey. Okay. Oh, okay. So your personal, like, what we would most like you to hear this month, Gemini, is that this is a month of it's a month of learning to enjoy the journey. It's a month of learning to become at peace with where you're at, and it's a month to literally just kind of enjoy the small things going well in your life. Like, go ahead and let your career take a little bit of, it's not a back burner, but let it take a little bit less of the forefront that you've been putting on it. And kind of just notice the other areas of your life that are going well this month. Because your power this month is very much the time to rest up or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. So it's kind of like it is a potential card of like healing, that you've gone through something, like you've gone through a lot of growth, and you're kind of like letting your thoughts, letting your image of yourself catch up to where you're at. Or it's just the card of like, you've been working hard for 2 months. Now it's just kind of, take your foot off the gas pedal and just kind of cruise along and enjoy the beautiful scenery. Enjoy the journey. Because your power this month is step 3, law of attraction. Have faith and hope, because there's something positive and new on the horizon that you can't see yet. And just to let you guys know, I'm not picking up that your ultimate desire is going to be manifested this month. This month is definitely, based on all the cards and what they're saying, and like spirit coming through, it's definitely a month of tending to your vortex, tending to your emotions, enjoying the journey. Step 2 and step 3 of law of attraction. That's very much what this month is about. Okay, so this is the other people influence on this month. So Spirit, what do they need to hear from this? Moon and Carissa. Okay, yeah. I mean, same thing, guys. They're hammering home the same message over and over. But the moon and the renewal, you got 2 major arcana cards about it. And so it's just kind of like the moon card is letting you know, like, this is the moon card is one of the more mysterious tarot cards out there. It's definitely the whole, have you ever had something just not work out for you and you're like, well, that sucked. That did not work out as I expected. That is not what I wanted. That doesn't help me. But then a week later, 2 weeks later, 2 months later, you're like, whoa, I am so glad that happened. I have one example of a friend who wanted to launch a class with 100 people in it. She was so disappointed when it didn't quite hit that number. And she was super disappointed, thought she was off track. But then about halfway through the course, there was a little tech snafu, and some of her videos became corrupted. So can you imagine, had she had 100 people in that class, the afterfall of that, versus the core group of loving women that she had in there who were like, hey, don't worry, we'll postpone this till next month. Like, so sometimes when things don't appear to be working out for you, they actually are. And curse is all about, you can read this card. You're at the end of a cycle in your life. Call upon your angels to comfort you and to guide you to your next step. Happiness awaits you now. Anytime you kind of like shut one door and open a new door, like I'll just use my example of when, I left my day job last week to do this full time. There was about a month period there where I was just kind of running through my head of like, I'm really sad. Like I've been with this boss for like 2 years. He was one of my first friends when I moved to Chattanooga, Tennessee. I didn't know anyone out here, and he and his wife were like my uncle and my aunt. They just welcomed me in, and they treated me so well. And I'm like, I have to say goodbye to him. I'm not going to see him every day anymore. It's kind of like the end of the phase where you're just like replaying everything that you liked about a situation, releasing things. I think you guys get it. It's just you're definitely shifting and wanting to go in a new direction in your life. And there's part of you that wants that instant manifestation, that instant validation that you're on the right track. But this month is very much about just like closing out the loose ends of the old phase of your life. Welcome in the new phase. Keep watering your plant. Notice everything that's going well. Notice all the good signs pushing you in the direction. And step 2, step 3 of law of attraction this month. Okay, 2 more cards for you guys. So your hopes are fears. What you guys definitely have a lot going on. Your hopes are fears. You got 2 cards about a lot of action. The 10 of Fire card, too much work going on, accept help from others. Life is out of balance. Stress-related health concerns. It's the card of burnout, of exhaustion. And it's very much more about like mental exhaustion this month. It's like you were playing in your head all the way things could go right, all the way that things could go wrong. And then like, well, if this goes right, then this goes wrong, then this. If this goes right, then this goes wrong, then this. It's definitely a lot of mental exhaustion going on right now for your hopes or fears. Okay, what about the Seraphina card, guys? Oh, okay. So they're saying that in your mental exhaustion, in the hamster wheel, you're just repeating the racing thoughts over and over, whatever you're thinking a lot about. What can help pull you out about that is if you focus on your family. Focus on the other areas of your life right now. So whatever part of your life is kind of coming to inclusion and going to a new phase, focus on the other areas of this month. So if you are getting married, then you're very much being guided to focus on your career. Focus on how well your career is going. Focus on how well that soccer club is that you play with. If you're about to quit your day job and start your online business, it's very much about focus on your family. Focus on what's going well in the other areas of your life. Because if not, you're just going to get caught in this, well, I don't have clients right now. I don't have clients. Where are they? Where are they? You're going to get in that hamster wheel train of thought, whereas it's more about step 3, basking, being in the good vibration of receiving. And sometimes when you're so caught up in one area of your life or something's just on a repetitive thought, if you can't slow the momentum on those thoughts, then you have to go and focus on you have to go general. In Abraham Hicks terms, you have to go general and think about other areas of your life that are going well. Okay, so for the outcome, okay, they're repeating the same message, guys. 10 of Air, the end of a difficult situation, embrace the change and expect things to get better now, recovering from an addiction. This is very much like the 10 of card is the whole, you got the major and the minor arcana card about you want change, you know change is coming. Now you just kind of have to put forth some effort and do it. So they're definitely letting you know, like, what's that? What is that storm saying? The eye of the storm has passed. You know how there's the calm before the storm, and then there's the storm. Like, the storm has passed. It's only going to get better from here. It's only going to get better from here, and you're feeling confused because you haven't seen any results for the new direction of your life yet. You haven't seen any interviews yet. You haven't seen you haven't seen your manifestation yet. But just know I cannot stress it enough, Gemini. This is very much a month of step 2 and step 3 of law of attraction. Being okay with the journey. Being just okay with where you're at right now. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're up to date on all the videos I put out. I do monthly tarot readings like this. I do weekly law of attraction rampages and weekly law of attraction instructional videos. So subscribe so you can get up to date on that. If you comment below, let me know what's going on. Let me know how I can help you. I do my Facebook Lives every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my Facebook business page. If you click in the upper right-hand corner here, there's also a link if you would like a personal message from Spirit. There's 3 different ways you can work with me now. At the highest end, you can work with me month to month. And how that looks, it's the same price as a one-on-one read, but doubled. So it's the same price as if you were to book 2 regular reads, $597, and you get 120 minutes to use it's the play as you go plan. You can use your time however you want throughout that month. 15-minute, 30-minute, and 60-minute increments. So if there's one week where you're like, ooh, I need a lot of spirit in my life, book all your time. How can I support you? And then there's the next level down, which is just a one-on-one channeled message, $297. It's 60 minutes, you, me on the phone, spirit coming through, channeling for you whatever it is you need to know about whatever area of your life. If you're feeling stuck or indecisive, then you're going to want a message. If you're going to want to know how to enjoy the month more, then you're going to want to book a session. And I have a 30-minute option as well. If you just kind of have a couple of short questions you want, and that's $197. Or for this month, I'm still leaving up this option. I'm still kind of playing with it to see if people like it, to see if I can deliver Spirit's message through it. You get a personal recorded video just like this, but instead of for all Geminis, it's for you specifically. And that's best if you have one area of your life you want to focus on and you have 1 or 2 questions on it. I make you a personal video and just email it to you, and that's only $97. So if you have a couple of areas of your life that you want answered, you're going to want to book a live call. If you have one area and just a few questions, then the video is right for you. So again, that's in the upper right-hand corner. And no matter what, I love you all. I hope you have a good day. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for sharing this video. Much love. Mwah.